I am not my thoughts. You are not your thoughts. But instead, we are the ones who are actively aware about the thoughts in our head. So, your mind could either be a garden that you intentionally cultivate, you intentionally trim, you tend to, or it could be a forest that any and everything can freely grow and run wild. So the ability for us to have that self-awareness, to be aware about the thoughts in our head, makes us already, puts us on the higher plane. That's what makes us human. The ability of self-consciousness. That's the godlikeness that is in every one of us. That's why we are not animals. That's why we're higher than animals, although we might share the same, say by genetic makeup with chimpanzees and on all these mammals, but we are way higher because our awareness, our thought patterns that we are able to be aware of, our self-awareness makes us not be in the same playing field at all. But this can also be a disadvantage, because entropy in physics, there is this principle called entropy that says an object or a system tends to move towards disorderliness, randomness, or chaos unless an external force is being acted upon it to do otherwise. So randomness, disorderliness, and chaos is the default setting of the human mind. That is why when you wake up in the morning and you have the awareness that you are awake, they'll call it wakefulness or your wakeful state, you begin to see your thoughts roaming all over the place. You might be thinking of what you want to do today, the job at hand, task at hand, when you get to your office or get to your place of work, or what you had last night, or the conversation or the confrontation that happened before. All these random thoughts tends to bombard the human mind. But for you to actively combat this default setting or this default state of your mind, that is where meditation comes in. And I don't mean the meditation of, you doing yoga, crossing your leg, and you mean like one monk. But as believers or as Christians or as kingdom children, I use this time, like the first few minutes or the first minutes of my day, once my wakefulness returns to me, once I gain consciousness that I'm awake, I use it to meditate on the scriptures that I already know, the ones that I'm applying to my own self. I try to bring them at the forefront of my mind and think on them. So what do you guys do to combat this chaotic disorder that we have called the human mind? I'll see you on the next